Sunday, April the 28th, 2019, I posted 2,845 to the Anachronisms blog. It's called People Get Confused, We Play Along. A biography may come in any shape or size. That doesn't necessarily make it a cretin. Some people like biographies in general. It seems that way to me in any case. But I say take heed. Rule number 1, everybody lies. Rule number 2, most people are generally good people. Are you with me so far? We have just used the deduction of a wise ass to prove that lies are ubiquitous and maybe just fine. What is truth anyway? So herein comes one of my primary rules for living a healthier life. Just don't make the lies the problem. Treat them how my mother and countless others used to always find a way to slip into any day whatsoever. Have them simply roll like water off a duck's back. So the next time you have the occasion to run into someone with whom you are acquainted, or even if you can't recall their presence beforehand, that is, when beginning any type of engagement, be it high or low, short or incredibly long in the wind department, before speaking, draw in a breath, try to allow any preconceptions to float in some other direction, and do yourself the favor of giving the whole honest thing a nice long vacation. Because let me be clear, honesty, it's just not a thing. Just remind yourself, silently is best, that you are happening upon a liar. Because you are, and especially if this seems like it's too big of a problem for you to begin with, you might disturb the issue altogether away by making it interesting. For example, I tend to use as a general means of learning a lot about people I meet, know, and or sleep with by playing the game of, I wonder what this dude lies about. Navigate through the whens and the wheres of the missing pieces until they begin to find logic, reason. There are, I find, one or two basic reasons that an individual chooses his or her personal line of dishonesty. We're basically simple folks leading pretty simple lives, no matter how we might even fool ourselves into believing otherwise. The number one most common lies, it turns out. Dishonesty and hypocrisy are the real deal, people. Honesty is just plain bogus. It is, as some say, of more specific hypocritical schemes, a ludicrous construct. I'm not suggesting that being truthful isn't a direction toward which we should aspire in some way, that some do toward the ideal of, in some much the same way that some do toward the ideal of nirvana. All I'm saying is that the notion of complete transparency or being totally untruthy, or being totally truthy, is bogus. Extra hint, check out any compendium on etiquette to discern the moments in life when truth is purportedly inappropriate. And not that it is my job in life to point out all of the whiz-bang discrepancies inside of which we like to take residence, but when this subject arises, my mind tends to migrate toward the paranoiacs who believe Big Brother is or might be watching, and that making too much of striving for privacy is a means to get him off your back. And let's face it, there are massive swaths of folks who get piping hot about the idea that someone is or may be watching or even recording them. Whether this find is a subversion of exhibitionism or a subconscious subversion of just plain wishful thinking, allow me a moment where honesty might be the appropriate response. I submit for your consideration that spending precious time on this bedeviled, beguiling, and beautiful planet worrying too much about such nonsense is a waste of time, and that it surely becomes for a lot of us a means to eliminate no small percentage of our youth. Furthermore, as far as I can currently tell, we are not experiencing an apocalypse, not yet anyway. And I'm pretty sure as well that the inevitable mob of zombies has yet to make its stiff walking appearance. However, good people, we are sprinting into the heart of the 21st century and already well into the post-Big Brother era. Get over yourselves. We are each and all being watched. You are having a nightmare in which you are a star of a Lifetime movie about a stalker. There aren't even any infomercials. You are being watched, either in real time or via recording. May I therefore offer that perhaps rather than walk around in a constant state of paranoia, that we take each for granted that all the world is indeed a stage, and that the surveillance crew is just beyond the audience. Can't we all just take that piece of news and slip it into our worry-free pockets, or better yet, let our crocodile tears roll down our backs as if it were a Downy Ducks and worry about the bigger problems in life, the problems that can literally be adjusted? And then I say, take a little bit of that extra time that you'll soon find you have on your hands and milk every ounce of joy you can out of every minute you can, out of each turnip of a day in which you wake up to find yourself in. It's just a suggestion, but it seems to do pretty well by me.